Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So, Live Better Life and me, we are here again. And today we have our special guest. We have Nitya Rangrajan, who is an IT professional, who is an author, who is a teacher, and many more things. And today we are going to have a live conversation with her, very, very interesting conversation about books and many other things about her life, about the journey, what brought an IT professional to this platform where now she's an author, she's a writer. You know? Welcome, Nitya. How are you doing today?
Thank
How's
you.
it?
Thank you,
How's it?
Uma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
great, Uma. Thank you so much. Yeah.
so please
So,
share,
good afternoon, everybody.
where you are from, and just share something where you are currently.
Yeah, sure. I'll tell that. I'm from Chennai, basically. I grew up in India and I had multiple interests right from my childhood. So, I used to ask my mom to, put me in some classes, for learning uh, new languages or for learning music, dance, and all. But nothing happened that time because we were in a very remote location, actually. And then as I grew up, that became passion and multiple passions for me. So I thought I have to follow everything. So after crossing my 40, I thought, okay, I will start this now. So that's why I moved from IT industry to teaching industry. That's my childhood passion. I love teaching children, and I'm a communication IELTS PT trainer also. So that was very interesting, teaching professionals. And then
Wow.
last year in 2022, I was actually thinking of trying something new. I know I've been writing poems, short stories, and all since my childhood, but I didn't take that seriously. And last year, when I thought, okay, I have to try something new, I want to improve my writing skills other than blogs. I want to write something. So that time, I came across an ad in FB where they mentioned about this book writing. So I thought, okay, let me give it a try. I was not very sure whether I'll be able to make it because that was new for me, completely new. So I got into that, and with the guidance of my mentor Shweta Samota and the efforts I put in, I was able to write my first book and publish in September 2022. So
Wow.
that's my author journey.
Okay. And what is your book about? I know it's about on motivation and many other
Yeah,
things. So just share a brief about your book. Introduce us to your book now. That what is there, what
sure.
it covers, and why it's so important to read that book.
Yeah, sure. When I was finalizing the book idea, I had just one thought in mind. I have to write a book on self motivation because I'm completely filled with self motivation. That's what I would say. So I've always been independent. That's what I learned from my mother. I've mentioned that in my other meetings also, in podcast also. So I thought, okay, I have to write a book on self motivation, which is very important for all women, not only women, for everybody. So I thought, let me write my story itself. So that will be easy for me also as a beginner, as an author, and for the people also who read, no, they will know that okay, this is true. Okay, so this is possible. So that's why I thought I'll go with self motivation as my book idea, and the topic is the 5 secrets to sustainable self motivation. The protagonist is Vibha. This is a non-fiction book, but still I have made it in a story format so that it would be interesting for the readers to read. And here she wades through different struggles in life with self motivation. And in that journey, Vibha finds out 5 secrets to sustainable self motivation. And this is my book. I hope you are
Wow.
able to see
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm so fascinated with the cover. The girl standing with a hat, and no, it's so tempting. That's how
Yeah.
the cover itself drew my interest to the book. I won't say that you please reveal the 5 secrets because we all want to read the 5 secrets in the book.
Yeah.
But tell us more about how did the idea of Vibha came? Is Vibha you, or is Vibha someone in your environment?
Actually, Vibha, the protagonist, is actually a combination of me and other people I met in life. So I wanted to bring everything in, and because I have seen people come out successfully with self motivation also. So most of it is, I think, 80 to 85% is my story, and 15% here and there, whatever I saw in others' lives, I put everything into Viva, and she'll be
Right.
taking care of the whole journey for the reader.
Right, great, great. And
Yeah,
the motivation aspect, it's so important because we all, like I read somewhere and somebody said that nobody can motivate you. It has to be something
yeah,
we have to instill in ourselves. And also,
right,
motivation is something, it has to be self generated. Nobody, like, we
right.
can get training on motivation, we can get, others to, like, it's like a skill which needs to be.
Yeah,
So can we say that we can motivate someone else? Is it possible, or is it something we have to
yeah.
self generate? What is it like? What do you write in the book?
Uh, Here Vibha is actually concentrating on self motivation, but motivation, external motivation is definitely possible, because during the childhood, no, we might not know that we are actually motivated to do something. See, out of interest, we might do, but some things that we are not able to do, our parents keep on telling us that, okay, if you do something like this, it's good for you. So that external motivation works a lot during your childhood. Even otherwise, okay, even when you grow up, external motivation works. But the best thing to do is intrinsic motivation, that is self motivation, because you need not depend on anyone, because nobody has time, right? Everybody is actually busy in their own journey. So it's better to generate that motivation within yourself. There are many factors to that self motivation. It does not come in a day. So you have to have self confidence, positive thinking. You should be full of gratitude, all good things. You have to be true to yourself. All these things play an important role in getting that intrinsic motivation. External, okay, it works to certain extent. I'm okay with that. But I have found personally that only self motivation has helped me, because I need not wait for anyone. I'm just going ahead in my journey. So
Right.
not see, when we depend on external motivation, sometimes we try to put blame on others. See, nobody is there to motivate me, so that's why no, I'm not doing. So these are some lame excuses we try to give. So
Right.
if you want to achieve something in life, you want to reach your goal properly, then always go with self motivation. That is a sustainable thing, and the beauty about this self motivation is it is easily sustainable, and there are five secrets to it, and that's what I have discovered myself in my life, and I've given that in the form of a book.
Great, yeah. So it's a non-fiction book, and
Yeah,
and we both of us are part of this one group. It's a Indian Author Academy, and recently
yeah.
something happened. What happened? Can you
Yeah.
share it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's special for all of us. So
Yes.
I received Indian Author Academy Author Award and
Yes.
IAA Author Award. So that's
Yeah.
really special for me, because author is a new identity for me. So I am an IT professional, trainer, teacher. All these things are fine, but author is something different. Okay, so I have to first thank my mentor Shweta Samota for that, for giving me that award. And I'm really proud to receive that, and my family is really proud to see. So we were all watching that program, no, when I was receiving the award. So that's something special. And receiving from your mentor is again
Right.
another point to be noted. So that's
Uh,
something great. So I
yeah.
think it's inexplicable now. So, and Uma, what about you? You also received that award. So can you tell me about your experience?
Yes, so it was great. It was a wonderful experience. We were all together on
Yeah,
screen, and when Shweta, our mentor, Shweta Samudra was announcing our names, and it really felt like, as if we were receiving Academy Award or something. Like actors, they receive,
right.
and from nowhere, like we are ordinary people, your housewives, or we are in our own professions, like mothers, grandmothers, wives, we are sister, whatever. No, we are playing those roles, but as author, we are all universal, and we are on a
Yeah,
platform where we are in touch with our sensitivities. We are writing from our heart. We are expressing, what is inside. And as you mentioned, we are more self-motivated to do something.
yeah,
And when somebody acknowledges, or when together we acknowledge each other's achievement, it was a great feeling. Although we've not
yeah.
done much, what have I done? I've just written two books. Like you have written two books, and if I'm getting appreciation for that, it's so wonderful, and
Yeah,
it's like,
definitely.
so I received the award for my two books. One is Emotions, How to Live an Emotional Effective Life. I think most of you know about it. It's on Kindle, it's also on
Yeah,
paperback, and the second one is Shades of Life. This is a poetry which I brought about last week, and it was really, of course, challenging, but in a good way. And once
yeah,
you start looking at challenges from the perspective that to give them meaning, the challenges need to be given a meaning. They should not come in our life in vain. If challenge has come,
yeah,
we must overcome and feel happy about it. That we have changed something in
exactly.
our life. No, the residue of the challenge should be happiness. No, so that's
Yeah,
what I feel, and
true.
this award meant a lot to me from that perspective. And I feel happy that the book is acknowledged. My both books are acknowledged. So yeah,
Yeah,
thanks,
I
thanks.
read your book, Uma. It's great, actually. I love the comparison, the analogy you've given about the negative emotions. No, so
Yes,
where the seed itself is toxic, and slowly the tree grows into a toxic
yes.
one, and it spreads toxicity. So that was really good. And the way you have mentioned about that dysfunctional emotion state, I loved that. So can you tell us? You have a special formula for us, no? In that book, can
Yeah.
you tell us about that?
Yes, yeah, thanks. Really, I never get tired of explaining my formula. It's EQ plus MH is equal to pH. So this
Yeah.
is like in a non-fiction book. I was told that why you're putting a formula, nobody relates to formula and things like that. But I'm so happy that when I brought it out in the book, everybody is receiving it and everybody is connecting to the formula, because emotional quotient plus mental health is equal to pH. That is physical health,
Mm.
and everybody around, if you see today, is striving for a good physical health. There is so much illness
Yeah.
happening around, and COVID has taught us that what we need to build on is immunity. And this
Yeah.
book
True.
came about as a result of COVID itself, because during COVID I experienced this, that because as a family we were together, we were doing a lot of exchanges, emotional exchanges. We were able to bring out the inbuilt emotions, and through that
Mm.
we
Yeah.
were standing tall in front of a challenge which was
Mm.
remarkable, and also we were forging a good mental health. So both things together kept
Mm.
us in good health. There was no medicine we
Mm.
were taking, nothing we were doing, and that brought me to ascertain my long time found this formula ki emotions mein sab kuch hai. Agar if we are feeling good,
Yeah.
then we can have better good health. But the real formation of it happened during that time, and as a result, when I joined Shweta Sumtra's class to write a book, to become really focused, I could bring out, and the book came out in
Yeah.
one week. And of course, rest
Mm.
of the time it was polished and researched and everything. But the formula itself came bang on, because
Mm.
emotions is everything. And here I
Yeah.
also
True.
about emotional quotient, in the sense that emotional quotient is nothing but being assertive, being happy, having
Mm.
gratitude, having so many positive aspects of your life. And
Yeah.
emotions is something you can connect to immediately. You know? Thoughts is
Mm.
something
Yeah. True.
we cannot control.
That's after. Yeah. 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 Correct.
है ना? But
So I
emotions
can
is
see how passionate you are about your book. I can see that. So
yeah,
you've got many things special for the reader. So apart from this formula, I'm sure you've got many other things for the reader as well. So because being a reader, I found many good things in the book. So I'm also getting reminded of something in my book. As you said, you have given a formula. I've given an acronym for the readers. So that is SMILE. So that SMILE has all the five secrets. So once they go through the book, they will know what is S, what is M, what is I, and what is L and E.
okay,
So I think
wow,
once what I am realizing now is, see, once we write a book on a topic which is completely ingrained in us, something which is deep within us, it becomes all the more easy for us as an author, and we always keep reader in the mind, and we want to give them
yes,
something special, right? Okay,
yes,
great,
yes.
great. So when you were talking about gratitude and positivity and motivation and all. So I was getting reminded of my second book and yours,
Right.
because yours is
Yes.
on poetry, something really important for all of us. So can you tell us something about your second book also, Uma?
Yes. So my second book is Shades of Life. It's in a different genre. The first book is, of course, non-fiction and
Mhm.
self-help. It's more like a self-help book. But then during that time, I wrote many poetries. You know, these are emotional poetries, and my book is on the book is also on emotions. So I thought that I need to share it with my readers, with others, you know, because the sensitivity that we all feel within us comes out in words. And I think we all should become poets. I feel there is no I feel you can be really creative when you are doing many things as an author. You know, we should not restrict ourselves. Like we recently had
Yeah,
this Rabindranath
correct.
Summit on Sunday, and we
Yeah,
learned about
right.
Rabindranath Tagore, how he was a versatile person. We cannot say that he didn't write fiction, non-fiction, poetry, you know, essays, articles, everything, serious matters, philosophy of life. And as an author, I felt that I can write, you know, I can go ahead and share this poetry. There is one poem. Shall I share one poem with you here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please, please, whichever is special to you. I'm sure every poem would be special, but
Yeah.
something special, yeah, extra special.
All are special, you know. For author, every word is important for
Yeah,
us.
that's what.
It's very difficult
Yeah,
to say ये part book का अच्छा और ये book का अच्छा नहीं है, but still there are some things, you know, which express more, you know.
yeah.
And in this book there are actually five topics I've covered, from self to mother nature, then there is on relationship, we and you together, and life philosophy. But there is one
Oh, good.
poem, an acorn, you know, which is very close to my heart, and which is something like emotion, something like my formula also it talks about. So an acorn is like it's a seed, you know, acorn. So what I write here is that up on the mountain top of the mighty Himalayas, there stands a pine tree. It is so strong, it is so sturdy, yet so serene. It neither seems forlorn nor solitary. It neither seems fatigued nor desolate. Years ago, when it was very tiny, falling from a mighty tree, it found its way and went down under into the darkness of its own. Living in solitude for time immemorial, it finally won over its darkest fears and resolved to see the light again. It pushed hard above and harder below to break through the hard soil all around. It was not easy. It had to learn many lessons, more so to fight alone. Sending roots to dig deeper, it struck out one day to hold on its own. Seeing the sunlight was quite startling. Facing the heat must have been daunting. The storms were aplenty, the rain and winds were not far behind. It was then it looked in amazement at the mighty tree to which it belonged. The wish became stronger and it gained strength. The dream of survival became a mission for the future. I have to face storms. I will not give in to defeat. Only then I too will have a great story to tell. It braved many ice storms, avalanches, and above all, the axes of many men to withstand and nurture new life, to absorb the poison and create an elixir for all. The winds carried legends, spread many stories for incalculable decades, never forgetting its fight for a moment, waited with bated breath for another one to fall and carry with them. The mountains, the streams, the suns, the clouds all sang the song and celebrated the life of an acorn. So,
Very nice,
you
huh?
know, yeah.
Inspirational.
Thank you. So there is a special style I've used in this book, which
Okay.
is very close to my heart. Like I begin the poem and the end the poem with the same word, you know, or the title.
Yeah,
Like the
correct. I
poem's
saw that.
title is
Yeah.
on, and the last line, last word also is on account. So in between is
Yeah.
everything happening. The thoughts, the emotions, everything is happening in between. So all the most of the
Great,
poems
great,
are
great.
written in this style. So it's not
Oh,
haiku,
great,
but
super.
something on those lines. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
So
thank
it's
you for
really
this.
interesting, Uma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something you
yeah, it
want
was
to what
interesting.
about your second book? Please share about, yeah. It's a journal, I think, and very beautiful
Yeah,
one. Please show us. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, sure. So I have published that as paperback in both color and black and white. So this is my journal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not very clearly visible. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So I think maybe this one. One is color,
Yes.
one is black and white. So here
Okay.
in this book, it's a journal. The message here is 2 minutes in the morning can determine your 24 hours. So that I have seen for the past few years. I've been following this morning routine, and it has actually helped me grow as a person and get that fulfillment in life.
Mm-hmm.
So I get up in the morning, spend 2 minutes in the morning, and after that, my day is actually under my control. So I'm not affected by negative feelings and all. So because I write down in the journal, so that's really good. And I thought, okay, let me share it with others so that they also benefit from this. And here it instills gratitude, positivity, motivation, how to plan for the day, and then set the goals. All these things are there in the journal, so they can practice this. This will come for a month. So just to get them habituated to that habit, the writing habit of writing the journal, I've published this book. So once I get the reviews, I guess already some of them have told me that it is good. So I'm yet to get the reviews published on Amazon. So let's see how this goes, and
No,
yeah,
no, it's
let's see how this
beautiful.
goes, and
And
then
I think journals are really in thing, yeah, these days. Journals are really everybody is looking for a
yeah,
good journal, and I'm sure, like, I have this habit of writing a diary, and I will definitely, I haven't yet got hold of your journal, but I'm definitely tempted to, get it today itself. And just tell us more coverage, in the journal. Like, it's see, morning routine we all follow.
yeah,
And as Robin Sharma says, the 5 a.m. club, the 5 a.m.
yeah.
Yeah, so you get up at 5 a.m., then you have the first hour to yourself and this and that. But how do you manage to find time to do all that? You write,
Okay,
you
so
do
here
all that.
only, yeah, only 2 minutes in the morning they have to spend. So once they get up from the bed, as I do, I generally do like that. I get up from the bed, immediately write this morning journal. So that gives me the energy for throughout the day. I'm there with the same energy level. So that's good actually. Or otherwise, on high energy, it doesn't go low. So it's always good to start with that 2 minutes. So that's why I thought, okay, I'm just spending 2 minutes, but this 2 minutes is actually good for me. I'm able to work with this energy throughout the day. So there is no problem with that. See, I am going through a lot. If you see in the background, so but still in my life, no, though there are many struggles, I just keep them at the backside. Okay, so I don't really think about them. I ignore them and then focus on something good. So this book writing and journal writing has been really phenomenal for me in terms of making a change in my life. So this journal I wanted to share with everybody because they have to just spend 2 minutes, and I'm just asking them to get into the habit of journal writing. So this is for those people who want to get into the habit. So they have to have these five elements in the morning itself set right for them, and then the day will be really good. And I'm giving many gifts also to them for those who buy this book. They'll be getting affirmation posters, e-posters, and many other gifts which I've uploaded, and I've kept it exclusively for the people who are buying this journal. So that it will be encouraging for them. So
Done.
and they'll also get a certificate. So that's a secret I was
Wow.
keeping.
Okay.
So yeah, so that is
Okay.
something I wanted to encourage them. So that motivation is again coming in this also. And I think in my next book also I'll be talking about motivation and self development.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this, this idea that you're sharing, that the first thing you get up in the morning and write journal. So how it is, like, बस उठते ही आंख खोली और लिखना शुरू कर दिया, ऐसा something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that is better actually, because otherwise, you get other things in life.
Ah,
When see, you have to keep yourself as priority. Only then will you be able to take care of your family. Anybody for that matter, not only
hmm,
women. I'm saying everybody.
right.
They have to start writing this journal, because the moment you write the journal, you get yourself charged up, and then you go and do your duties and other things in life. So I think that should be the first thing. You're just going to spend 2 minutes, and this is going to decide your 24 hours. It is like the song, no? If in the morning, if you're listening to a song, the same song keeps coming to you, no?
Keeps
It keeps
playing in the
lingering in
mind.
your
Yes.
ears. Yeah. So something like that. So that 2 minutes, when you feed it with positive, before the mind could think of something negative, when you feed it with positive, it is completely filled now. So you'll be filled with positive energy. So that's the
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. But
So what
sometimes
about
it
you,
happens.
Uma? Yeah, yeah, tell me, tell me.
Yeah, yeah. Please ask. What were you saying?
No, I was wondering what about your journey as an author? Now you have completed two books, and when I talk about positive energy, I can see that energy in you. So I thought, okay, let me ask you also, what are you doing? I'm writing my third book, and I'm working on my podcast and other things. So I wanted to
Yeah.
know, what are you doing? What is your journey as an author?
Yeah, so it's been very exciting till now, and I've
Hmm.
already planned my third book. But then that is also going to be in a different genre.
Good, good.
so I'm not following the same pattern. Like mostly authors, have the same kind of books,
Ah,
one book after
yeah.
another. But I'm kind of an experimental person, and these books just come naturally to me. The first book is
But
non-fiction, second book is poetry, but the thread is same. And the third
yeah.
book is actually a book which is very close to my heart because it was a book I wrote for to be published as a first book. But then the emotions book
Oh,
happened. So, and that book needs some more polishing,
okay.
some more time. So I'm giving it, around say around.
Okay.
I want to give it lot of love. Different kind of love.
Mm.
We all love
Okay.
books, the ones we create.
Yeah.
Like this book is very loving, very close to my heart. This book is very loving, very close. They are like our babies. Books
Yeah,
become
yeah, yeah. True, true.
but this third book is very different. It's kind of adventure. It's not
Mhm.
children's book. Everybody can read it, but it's more of an adventure. And
Okay.
I'll be publishing it in next this June. And the target is to complete
Okay.
it by end of June and polish it and bring up the a wonderful cover and everything. So that journey, and alongside that, of course, there are other things we keep doing. Like I paint, and I'm
Yeah.
focusing on some dance or things like that. So those interesting things keep happening in life. What are your other
Yeah.
interests, Nitya? What do you do besides writing
I
on a
yeah,
regular
I
day?
work.
How's your regular day like?
Yeah, I get up in the morning, do this morning journal, and then the usual duties of homemaker, I would say. And then after that, I sit for writing my books, podcast. I listen to music, I sing, I dance, and
Wow.
I love listening to audiobooks. And whenever I get time, I would like to take some photographs, and I read magazines. I love reading magazines, and most probably these are the things I do. I watch TV very less actually. I just watch one serial that is means it's full of humor. Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma. I love that serial.
Right. Yes,
So
we all love Tarak Mehta. Yes.
yeah, so
Yes.
that's something wonderful in my life, because it has helped me learn a lot in life. So it resonates well with my thoughts also. Full of positive energy there. So I love that. I watch that also. Every day I try to watch that. And
Right.
I talk with my friends. So at least one friend a day. So
Hmm.
my school friends or college friends, or somebody whom I've not spoken for so long, and I speak to my mother. So I feel spending time with family is the most important thing I can
Yes.
do, and that's how
Yes.
I spend my day. It
Yes.
goes on.
Very
So many things to do
Yeah.
for us, no, generally.
Yes.
Yeah.
A
What
lot
about
of
your hobbies?
there is always a lot on our plate as authors. We are
Yeah, yeah.
continuously
True.
continuously collecting data. No, like sometimes I feel I'm a computer.
Yeah.
I'm always getting data, and
Yeah. True.
and like it's input output. And for input, you have to have your own time. You have to have your own thought process. Then for
Certainly.
input, you have to meet friends. You have to meet people. You have to interact with people, and that's where you create value. As an author, what is the
Creative.
purpose of our author journey? To create value, to give, of course, our life some meaning, and also, help many other discover themselves. So the
Yeah.
purpose of my author journey is to really feel empowered myself, and also through my own example help many women. Because what I see, why the emotions book happened was because a friend of mine, she was so disoriented because of her personal life. And
Mm.
once the her story is there in the book. If we have time, I think 5 minutes, I'll just quickly read the story. It will resonate
Yeah.
with everybody. So in the book, in
Mm.
the emotions book, I've written many stories. Almost on every fourth page you'll find a story. So this is about
Okay.
interpersonal
Yeah.
relationships. That is core to my life. I really want to create value in interpersonal relationships. So here I write that for true happiness and a high emotional quotient, learning the art of interpersonal relationships is a must. The base of interpersonal relationships is rooted in one's childhood. As you also mentioned, it's the childhood where the seed goes, and our
Yeah.
interpersonal relationships develop from there. But as we grow, our attitudes make a lot of difference as we learn attitudes from others and everything. So, do we worry constantly about what happened to us in the past, or do we look forward to creating new future? So, these questions are very important to ask ourselves. Why one suffers? Why would one continue to suffer and silently become a witness as life goes haywire? Why is one unable to take timely action? So once it happened that a friend came and she asked me that my mother, she was really troubled. And she
Yeah.
said that I feel so powerless. First thing she came in, she sat down, she cried, and she said, I feel so powerless. And I asked that what happened? She said, my mother-in-law wants to eat dal, bhat, rotli, shak. So this is in Gujarat. I'm in from Surat. I'm in Gujarat. So here, dal, bhat, rotli, shak, the rice, dal, and roti sabji, everyday meal. So she
Mm.
likes to eat that. But this lady, this friend of mine, she did not like it to eat every day. So I told her that all you have to do is tell your mother-in-law not to cook. Dal, bhat, rotli, shak, रोज मत बनाओ. रोने की क्या बात है
Mm.
इसमें? So then she said that it's not my mother-in-law who cooks food, I cook. So I said, when you
Mm.
cook, then you
Yeah.
stop cooking. All that you have to do is stop it. Don't cook
Yeah.
it or cook something else. And this is what I write in the
Yeah.
book. She was so stunned when I told her this alternative. She was so she was so emotional, distraught with her own life suffering, that
Mm.
this choice had not
Mm.
occurred to her कि मैं ये नहीं बनाऊं तभी चलेगा. What I mean to
Mm.
say is that misery that we envelop ourselves is so deep that it becomes our mental
Yeah.
health and our
Yeah.
self-awareness कि दूसरे option है.
Yeah.
So the moment I told
Mm.
her, her eyes opened and she said, हाँ मैं तो ये सोचा ही नहीं कि मैं कुछ और बना लूं, या उनके लिए ये बना दूं, अपने लिए कभी कुछ और बना लूं. So,
Yeah. That's what.
and so this is how we are all emotionally enveloped, and that is how because of all this, she was so much stressed, and she had so many pains like यहाँ दर्द होती है, ये होता है, मेरे से ये नहीं होता, I don't feel
Yeah.
energy. And the moment this shift came in her life, and she started cooking every day something that she likes to eat, along with that, what family
Yeah.
likes to eat, her life totally changed.
Yeah. Great.
Her weight became normal. Her, all her levels, whatever, like she was having a
Mm.
BP, this B12 come tha,
Yeah.
D3 come tha, then many other small
Oh.
things, but they all okay.
Good. Good. So
So
I'm also getting reminded of this, Uma, when you're saying this. In my book, I actually practice this whenever I face struggles. No, As you said, when we are in a stressful condition, we shouldn't take any decision. Generally, people say that. That's very true. So what I do is whenever I get struggles, I keep calm. So I am known for that in my family circle. So I keep calm and I first ask myself a question, and that's what I've written in the book also. So should I smile? Should the challenge smile at me, or should I smile at it? So always
Wow.
my answer would be I should smile at it. So that's
Yes.
the question Veba also, the protagonist Veba also goes through. Throughout the book, you can find that whenever she encounters struggles, she asks this question to herself. So when I ask the question, sometimes I have also answered, let the problem smile at me, let the challenge smile at me. Even I have faced such situations, but I have always tried to come out of that. I don't give any lame excuses and sit back. So I always want to wade through the troubles and come out with flying colors. So that's what Vibha also does. So I hope it will be inspirational for other women also. And a different thing
Yes.
I
Yes.
got from
Yes.
the
Yeah.
readers. No, I was thinking like since I've given a protagonist as a female, I thought it will be resonating well with women only. But then. My friends and my reviewers and all they said see your book is actually the secrets, no, the five secrets, they are applicable for everybody. Only thing is you have explained this with a female protagonist, that's it. But otherwise it is applicable, and I've got great reviews on Amazon for my books, and I've also seen some good reviews for your book on Amazon. So what do the readers feel about your book? So I'm also a reader, so I gave you my review. So other reviews, if you have, you can share.
Okay, so right now I don't have any such review ready. But then what I want to share is that it's the reviews that I got from everybody, that how
Yeah.
they after reading the books, the reading these stories
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I
that's
share.
what.
Yes, so these kind of stories have really changed their perspective to look at the
Mm.
their physical health, because the purpose of my writing the book is to shift the focus of the readers from the physical health to emotional health, so combine both together, no, not just keep on the physical health, because वहाँ बहुत भाग रहे हो, बहुत running हो रहा है, that and
Yeah,
even that is, in the book I write that even that is causing the problems, because you're stressed that मेरे से योगा नहीं हो रहा, you're stressed that I've not done
yeah,
walk today, you're stressed that I have not taken
yeah,
so my health will suffer, because but there are
yeah,
times you can skip, it's okay, you can relax. And so emotionally if you're strong, so even if you miss your gym, even if you miss your sometimes walk, or many other things in life, maybe you've not eaten the kind of food that the doctor is recommending, or even missed your medicine,
mm,
but if you're
mm,
emotionally strong, then that difference will not reflect in your physical health. It will not affect what I mean to say. So I think they have
mm,
given me the review that after reading the book, that has really changed in their life. And also now they are in control of their emotions, because as you also mentioned, you like
yeah,
that line, that emotions can grow in any direction. If we want, they can
yeah,
grow in negative as a negative tree, or if we want, they can grow as a positive tree. So the
yeah,
choice is ours. Thoughts we cannot
yeah,
control. Thoughts are automatic. But emotions is
yeah,
something we can immediately, we can know how to feel. We know how to feel. We
right.
can either feel sad or we can feel happy. No? So the
Yeah,
choice
true,
is ours.
true.
So this is the review
Yeah,
many people have given me, that these are some
that's great.
takeaways.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
one more thing, Umasi, we feel elated as authors, no, when we see such reviews, the kind of impact we make on the readers. No? So I
Yes.
think that gives that fulfillment for us, for the efforts we put in as authors, and for all that we want to give the readers. And when they take it properly from the book, no, it feels really good for us as an author, right? So, what
Yes.
message, Uma, do you have for the listeners who are listening currently?
So yeah, so personally, I just want to give the review, the this thing, only one message, that please go ahead, read many books, read
Yeah,
ebooks, read paperbacks, listen to audiobooks. Although I have not brought out audiobooks, but I am an audiobook person also. I listen to many audios on a daily basis. And so, just like Nitya has brought out her podcast, listen to podcast. The idea is to keep learning in life, keep expanding,
yeah,
keep.
exactly.
So never feel stuck. and go ahead and expand your life and live a better life. Over to you, Nitya, your
Yeah.
message.
Yeah, my message would be whatever I am practicing, I feel it will be easy for me to give that as a message. So it is always good to be independent in life and be self motivated and concentrate on your personal development, that is self development, because that is what we've been ignoring all these days. I find this in many people actually, not only women, even men also. They are not concentrating on their personal development. But see, when you look back at 60 years, no, when you look back at life, you want a life full of regrets or rewards. Only when you concentrate on personal development, you have a life full of rewards. Whatever struggles you face in life, you will have a life full of rewards. But when you look back, if there is a life full of regrets, just think deep about that. It would be because you didn't concentrate on personal development. And my message to you is personal development is one goal. If you keep that as a goal, I am sure you will attain all the other goals, because that one goal is enough for you. Once you concentrate on that, I am sure you'll be able to attain all the other goals, because I have personally done that. So be it being an IT professional or a writer or podcaster or teacher or trainer, anything is possible if you concentrate on personal development, because your goals are nothing without you, right? So you have
Right.
to concentrate on personal development. So that's my major message to the listeners, because I am also building a course on the same grounds. In the future, I'll be publishing that also. So
Okay.
that's my message, Joma, to the listeners.
Great,
So
great. Yeah. So thank you, Nitya. Thank you for sharing all the best for your future ventures, future this course as well as the book. And
thank you.
I think it's time we can close. And we just can thank our listeners. Hopefully,
Yeah,
this broadcast brought some value. Hopefully, this broadcast created some momentum in your life for personal development and emotionally to be charged, and some brought some happiness and joy to your life. And we need, I
yeah,
and Nitya decided we'll try to do more of these kind of talks
yeah,
on a regular basis, and we'll create a platform where we can have an interactive sessions also. So keep
yeah,
giving
definitely.
us review what you want to listen, what you want to see, whom you want to meet. Maybe we can invite somebody on the show.
Yeah, sure.
So, है ना Nitya? So
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
So
So
thank you
thank you.
so much, Uma. Thank you, listeners,
Yeah,
for listening to us for the past 45 minutes. So nice of you. So as Uma said, please give your comments. It will be encouraging for us also to give more shows in the future. Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye, Uma.
Bye. Bye.
So nice talking to you, and so nice
Yeah.
seeing all the listeners. Yeah. Okay. Bye.